Changes for my daughter as she is going into 6th grade. Middle school, we are going to have some changes in our homeschool, and these are really preparing her for high school and then college. So I'm trying to institute some changes softly so that they're not quite such a big impact. I watched a video recently by Rachel at our homeschool plan about her first years of teaching high school and homeschool and some things that she wished she knew. And it really impacted me. And so I want to go ahead and start instituting very slowly some of these things now so that they won't be quite so much of a shock when my daughter gets to high school. So thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. First up, we are going to be doing grades, and I'm going to be really consistent with grades. We have had grades in our homeschool previously. My daughter is a very grade motivated person, but I've been slack about really grading things. And so I want to teach her how to calculate her own grades, how to understand that maybe a test is weighted more than a homework assignment, or that a huge project is weighted versus a quiz, and really start to understand the concept of grades and what that means. And understanding what a rubric is and how she will be graded using those, I really want her to start to get familiar with the grading system so that she can understand better what grades are and how individual performance on certain aspects can impact your grade. We will also be instituting a student planner. Now, up until this point, we have not really been using planners. We've been using more of a daily checklist, but not a planner where she has a longer project and understands what the specific dates are for when individual components of that project need to be completed, and how she needs to manage her time and manage the small bits of getting that project completed. And so we are going to really institute a planner. She picked one out that she wanted, and it's just a very simple planner, and then I will help her in knowing how to use a planner and how to keep track of the things that she is responsible for. In 5th grade, she did her very first research project on soap, where she learned about bibliography and different types of references and how to put those together. We are going to expand on research projects, and we're going to continue. She will have another one that she needs to do in 6th grade, but it will be a longer research project. It'll be a little bit more in depth, and we're just going to continue to build on what she started in 5th grade with her knowledge regarding bibliography, how to do research or different types of sources. And we will be adding some sources this year because we stuck to very much the basics in 5th grade as that introduction. But I want her to be able to build on it this year and then next year and then in 8th grade, so that when she gets into 9th grade, she will not be intimidated by a research project. We are also going to start learning how to take notes this year. She has never had to take notes, and so we are going to start extremely slowly with note taking this year. It's something that I want her to again start to become familiar with, and so we will be doing note taking. I will help her with that note taking quite a bit during 6th grade, but then in 7th and 8th grade, we will continue to work on note taking, but we are going to be introducing it in 6th grade. We are going to have longer days in 6th grade than what we have ever had in our homeschool. And this is really because it is 6th grade. So for example, we are doing world history from master books. Up until now, we used America's Story. Absolutely loved it. America's Story was a 4-day-a-week program. World Story is a 5-day-a-week program. And so we will be spending 30 to 45 minutes approximately on history 5 days a week. Also, we are using Physical World for Master Books for science. In this God's Design series, when you get to the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level, you now have an extra research project or worksheet, additional vocabulary words, and an additional experiment. So there is more work in science once you get out of elementary into 6th grade with this curriculum, which we love the curriculum, so I'm very excited to use it, but it just is more time. Additionally, up until now, we haven't really done art in our homeschool. We are adding living art lessons. This is a curriculum that only takes 2 days a week, but it still takes 2 days a week. And so there will be more time that is added with that. She also is going to be required to do 4 hours of volunteer work each month, and which she has already started, and she's very much loving it. But again, it's just more time. So our days will be longer, and we will have more to do in middle school than what we did in elementary, which is truly the natural progression.